When Nene Royal stepped onto the America's Got Talent stage with nothing more than a guitar in her hands, she looked calm, quiet, and almost reserved. Few people in the theater could have guessed what they were about to witness. The judges watched closely, the audience fell silent, and for a brief moment, anticipation filled the room. Then she struck her first note. From that instant, everything changed. At only 16 years old, Nene delivered a performance that combined remarkable technical skill with genuine emotion. Every melody, every guitar run, and every expression reflected years of dedication. It wasn't simply the performance of a talented teenager, it was the work of a musician whose confidence seemed far beyond her age. Her audition quickly attracted worldwide attention, introducing millions of viewers to a gifted young artist from Thailand. But that unforgettable moment didn't happen overnight. Behind the applause were years of determination, long practice sessions, and countless performances in places far away from television cameras. To understand how she reached one of the world's biggest talent competition stages, it's important to look back at where her musical journey truly began. Born in July 2010, Nene grew up in Phuket, Thailand, in a supportive middle-class family. During her childhood, relatives often called her by the nickname Pro. Even as a small child, she showed an unusual fascination with music. Her father, noticed that whenever a song was playing, she would immediately stop whatever she was doing and listen with complete attention, as though every note captured her imagination. Although professional music lessons were beyond the family's budget, that obstacle never slowed her progress. Instead of depending on formal instruction, Nene created her own way of learning. At just 6 years old, she picked up an acoustic guitar and began teaching herself. Using online videos as her classroom, she carefully observed experienced guitarists, studying their finger movements and listening repeatedly to every sound they produced. Without reading sheet music, she relied almost entirely on her ears. She practiced the same sections over and over, comparing each note until it matched what she heard. Those countless hours gradually sharpened her musical instincts, helping her develop excellent pitch and natural timing. As the years passed, she became increasingly comfortable with classic rock and heavy metal, learning many of their techniques simply through careful observation, patience, and relentless practice. As Nene's abilities continued to improve, her love for music naturally grew into a passion for performing. By the time she was 7 years old, playing guitar was no longer just a hobby. It had become an important part of her everyday life. Seeing her confidence increase with every practice session, her father decided it was time for her to perform in front of real audiences. Rather than waiting for large opportunities, he brought her to the busy street markets of Phuket, where tourists and local residents gathered every weekend. Places such as the popular Naka Weekend Market became the stage where Nene gained experience long before she appeared on television. Standing with nothing more than her guitar, the young musician performed for anyone willing to stop and listen. Despite her age, she remained focused and composed, often surprising passers-by with the maturity of her playing. Many visitors paused to record videos, while others stayed to enjoy entire performances before continuing on their way. Those evenings became lessons that no classroom could teach. Playing in crowded outdoor spaces required concentration, patience, and confidence. She learned how to ignore background noise, recover from small mistakes without losing focus, and connect with audiences from many different countries. Performing for hours in Phuket's warm evening air also helped build the stamina needed for longer live shows. As her confidence on stage grew, her family decided to share her performances online. They uploaded videos to Facebook and YouTube using her birth name, Radhakarn Amloy, along with her early stage name, Preo Char. At first, the recordings were simply family memories documenting her progress. Unexpectedly, those videos began reaching viewers far beyond Thailand. People from different parts of the world were amazed to see such a young guitarist confidently performing difficult rock and metal songs. As her skills continued to develop, her family introduced a new stage name that would be easier for international audiences to remember: Nene Royal. A dedicated YouTube channel soon followed, allowing fans to watch her performances regularly. Over time, the channel attracted hundreds of thousands of subscribers and featured well over 1,000 videos showcasing her musical growth. One performance, however, stood above the rest. Her guitar interpretation of the famous solo from Hotel California drew widespread attention across social media. Viewers were impressed by the accuracy of her technique, the smooth phrasing, and the emotion she brought to one of rock music's most recognizable guitar pieces. For someone still in her early teens, the performance demonstrated a level of control that many experienced musicians admired. Instead of relying on expensive studio productions, Nene and her family continued sharing simple live performances recorded during her regular appearances at local markets. That honest approach became one of the biggest reasons audiences connected with her. Fans didn't just see polished videos, they watched her grow as an artist in real time, returning week after week to support her journey. By remaining authentic and consistent, Nene gradually built an international community of supporters who appreciated not only her technical talent, but also her humility, dedication, and genuine love for music. Although many people recognize Nene Royal for her impressive solo guitar performances, an equally important part of her musical journey has been her work with the Ozone Band. Performing with other young musicians helped her grow in ways that practicing alone never could, giving her valuable experience in teamwork, live performance, and musical creativity. Phoebe T. Band was formed in Phuket in 2021 under the name Ozone Kids Band. Its goal was to give talented young musicians the opportunity to perform regularly, in front of live audiences, while exploring different styles of music. What started with classic rock soon expanded into blues, jazz, funk, fusion, and heavy metal, allowing every member to develop a wide range of skills. As the years passed, the lineup naturally evolved. During the band's early period, Nene performed alongside young keyboard, bass, and drum players who shared the same passion for music. By 2026, the group had matured into a confident band featuring Nene on lead guitar and vocals, supported by skilled bandmates who had also grown significantly as musicians. Under the guidance of their manager, the Ozone Band became a familiar name in Phuket's local music scene. Nearly every weekend, they performed live at the popular Naka Weekend Market while simultaneously streaming their concerts online for viewers around the world. Their connection went beyond simply playing together. The members developed a close friendship, built on years of rehearsals, performances, and shared experiences. With a dependable rhythm section behind her, Nene felt free to experiment with new guitar solos, improvise during live shows, and continue pushing her musical abilities to new levels. After several years of performing together, the band earned a strong reputation among both local audiences and international visitors. Their energetic versions of songs by legendary rock bands impressed tourists, fellow musicians, and online viewers alike. Every performance added another layer of experience, gradually transforming Nene from a talented young guitarist into a confident performer capable of leading an entire band. When audiences watched her audition on America's Got Talent in 2026, many assumed they were witnessing her first major live performance. In reality, the television stage was simply the biggest audience she had ever faced. Not her first. By that point, she had already spent nearly 8 years performing regularly in public. Those countless hours on the streets of Phuket had taught her how to remain calm under pressure, recover from unexpected moments, and perform confidently in front of complete strangers. That experience became one of her greatest strengths. While the television audience mostly saw her as an exciting young rock guitarist, longtime followers knew there was much more to her musicianship. Beyond fast guitar solos and energetic performances, Nene had also developed a deep appreciation for blues music. Her performances revealed not only technical ability, but also emotional expression, showing that she could communicate feeling through both her guitar and her voice.